Hey guys! Today I want to talk about the most important attribute to look for in a future spouse. So often I hear people say, if you really loved me, you wouldn't expect me to change. But that is seriously the most destructive lie that we can be telling ourselves or our spouse. Change is the fundamental necessity to growing and fulfilling your greatest potential. The actual definition of potential is that you're not there yet. And how depressing is it to think, whether it's your job, whether it's your health, your relationships, your house, the cleanliness of your house, any habit that you're trying to start or stop, how depressing is it to think, this is it? I can't change, I can't improve, and I shouldn't expect it to happen. I shouldn't expect myself to change or improve. So why should it be any different with our spouse? And the same can be said about us. Are we not constantly trying to improve our situation? Whether it be a bigger house, a better neighborhood, a nicer car that doesn't break down, a better job that helps us to get paid more or uses the education that we went to school for, or to get a better education, or to be a better parent. Are we expecting of ourselves to be better and to live our best lives and to be examples to our children of such change and improvement? Now that we know that change is imminent, we need to act like this is a game and dominate it. Okay, so let's go back for a minute and think about why it is a show of love to expect our spouse or loved ones to change and improve. First of all, we know that all of us are imperfect. There's things that we do that piss other people off, that make other people mad. There are things that even our best friends do that drive us insane. Am I right? When we confidently set the example of being able to change or start a new habit, it helps others to follow in our footsteps and also find confidence in themselves. When we start to expect our loved ones to make improvements, we are showing faith in them and their capabilities of making those changes. This is only a positive thing. This is you helping them to realize their full potential and you believing in them and encouraging them to be the best they can be. It does not have to be this big negative heavy weight. It doesn't have to be an insult or this awful thing that you're asking them to do because they're a wretched person already. No, you are helping them to fulfill who they were meant to be and showing them that you love them so much, you want to help them get there. And you believe they can. Simple as that. When my husband was in the thick of his addiction, he and I knew that wasn't simply the life he was handed. And that was it. We just had to deal with it. So do you think we just sat on our hands? No. We looked for every opportunity and experience to help him to improve, to get over his addiction, to get the guidance and the tools and whatever it was that was going to be helpful for him in overcoming it. Recently, I did a sugar fast for 4 months. Now, while this nearly killed me, I did it. And you know how I felt afterwards? I felt accomplished as all get out. I knew that what I had just done was awesome. It was a true sacrifice for me. It was difficult, but I can do difficult things. It stretched me in ways you would never think a simple sugar fast would. It helped me to realize that not only can I do hard things, but I can set a goal and accomplish it. When you set and accomplish small goals, it completely propels you on to bigger and greater things. When I have accomplished small goals, it literally changes my mindset and opens up doors to any other possibility, whether it is a goal to improve my financial situation, be a better parent. And each time you fulfill a new goal, they get bigger, they get harder, but they seem easier because they're like stepping stones helping you to get closer to your potential. So something that seemed so difficult is now way easier. Just like Darren overcoming his addiction and me abstaining from sugar for 4 months, Don't we all want to live up to our potential? Don't we all want to work towards the person that is going to help us be most fulfilled and happy? I promise you, by showing the example of change and expecting it, demanding it from those we love, will help us all to grow and be better. And the closeness and connectedness that Darren and I now share, because we went through difficult things together, we had each other's backs when we were going through very trying things, but we had complete faith in each other and we never lowered the bar. It helped us to be so much better in our relationship. It helped us to be more supportive and loving towards each other. It helped us to be more empathetic. And ultimately, because we grew individually, because we expected it of each other, we grew together as a couple and we're better parents for it as well. All of those experiences of improving and demanding change only help us to get closer to the person we were intended to be. And it helps us to uplift and help others to be who they were meant to be. I use addiction as an obvious example of meeting change. But you need to ask yourself, what is it in your life that you could improve that will help you to be happier, more successful, more fulfilled? What is it about your spouse that if you encourage them to be better, they would be happier? And together, you would have a better relationship, better marriage, and be better parents. We can improve every facet of ourselves. We don't even know our potential. Do not put an emotional lid on yours or your loved one's potential. Don't just reach for the sky, demand the stars and live by example. If this seems daunting, read my post on The Soul Restored about goals and motivation. I have a lot of stuff on there that will really help you to get started and to start taking the steps towards achieving anything. I hope that I have illustrated well enough how important it is to demand change, that it's okay, that you need to give yourself permission and stop allowing for others, and especially your spouse, to tell you that if you really loved them, you wouldn't ask them to change, because you love them so much, you know that they can. Show them this video. Help them to see that as Darren and I demanded change in each other, it only helped us to get closer and to be so much happier. Thanks, guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe.